What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to see if the saying, which you've probably all heard plenty of times in golf, is tee it high and let it fly, and we're going to see if that's the case in this video today. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit some balls with 3 different tee pegs. So we'll start off with yellow, which is also the same size as the white step tee, the pink, and then we're going to go to the biggest one that you have, which is the orange castle tee, which is also the grey castle tee. So we're going to hit maybe 3, 4, 5 drivers with each one. We're going to look at the numbers, look at the apex height, carry, and so on, and then we're going to compare, and we're going to see which one you guys should be using to hit the ball further. So let's get into it. So guys, I am down here in North Wales Golf in St Asaph, which, as you all guys know, this is where I do most of my practice. You can't see me, I'll try and make the lighting a little bit better for the video, but I do this so the sim experience is a lot better for you. So we're going to start off with the yellow, which is also the same as a white castle tee, which is the smallest of the bunch. And straight away I set up to this and it just doesn't look appealing to me at all. It looks way too low, but we're going to see what happens. Oh, I had a feeling that would be the case. I had the feeling that would be the case, so we'll see if it happens again. Hopefully it won't. That was it, good. And then we'll go into the last one for this one. It's not hit good either, but we're not going to change the numbers or take any more, because this is the idea of the test. So next up is the pink tee, which is probably the most used tee you always see amateur golfers using. So we're going to see how this one performs. First ball. This looks a little bit better at address. The ball's maybe half the ball over the top of the crown when I put the club to the floor, which isn't too bad. So let's go. That hit quite good. A little bit flat, but better so far. That's it, solid as well. It's getting hot in here. It's the one bad thing about hitting indoors in the summer, it gets warm. And now, last ball with the pink tee. Bit of a toe again. But it's the same as the last one with the smaller tee. Bit of a tendency to hit out the toe on the last one. So we're going to go over to the biggest of the lot now. Alright then, so we're over to the biggest and the last tee peg of this comparison. Taking my hat off because it's getting quite sweaty and it's getting quite hot in here. So this is the orange or grey castle tee, which is the biggest of the 3. And we're going to hit 3 now and compare the numbers afterwards. So let's go. And before I hit, this is what I would use on the golf course as well. This is the tee I use with my gamer driver. Obviously with a long drive driver, it's a little bit bigger than this again. So straight away, I've hit that really good. I would not moan at that one on the golf course, I tell you. You could be picky and say it's not as high as I'd like, but you know, it is what it is. Ball number 2. Again, that's another one out the middle. I don't know what you guys think when you have a smaller tee or a bigger tee when you've got the driver, but I feel a lot more confident with a bigger tee rather than a smaller tee. It just, when I set up to the driver, it just looks a lot nicer to my eye. And before we hit the last one, guys, comment down below what tee you use, if it's small, the white or yellow, the pink or the orange or grey, and let me know why you use it as well. Is it to keep the ball low underneath wind if you're playing windy conditions, or do you tee it high and do you let it fly as well? So comment down below and let me know what you guys think and what you guys use. Last ball with the orange tee now. There we go. And that's 3 with that driver that have come out the screws. So guys, before we jump into looking at the numbers, what tee do you think is going to go further? Do you think it's going to be the low that's going to run more? Medium, medium height, medium spin, however you want to perceive it? Or is it going to be the tee it high and let it fly? So what we're going to do now, we're going to put up the numbers against the screen and we're going to compare the launch angle, the ball speed, which should be the same anyway. You might see a little bit of a difference in ball speed, and I'll explain why shortly as well. But the main thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at spin, we're going to look at launch, we're going to look at carry and total distance as well. And then we'll see who comes out the winner. So let's get into looking at the numbers. Right then, so these are the numbers for the smallest of the 3 tees, which is the yellow or white, whichever it comes in, whichever you buy. So average ball speed was 189.7, relatively fine. I did have a missed strike in there, but I kept, well, and I had a banana slice in there as well. But we're keeping that in there because this is the part of the test. A tee can result into a different shot shape. So when we look at launch angle, the average launch is 7.3 and the spin is 2,500. That's only because the toe shot we hit last was 1950, so it brought the average down. Total distance was 328 and total carry was 290 again because of that bad strike. So I'd rule out that tee straight away due to the fact that the launch is too low and the spin would have been too high if I didn't miss hit one. But the tendency was for myself there, the first shot you see me hit was, I felt like I needed to open the face at impact to get the ball in the air just because it looked too low when the ball was teed up in front of me. So I wouldn't go for that, launch being too low. You want launch at around 10 to 12, so being 7 is not good. So now, these are the numbers for the pink tee. So the pink tee numbers, average ball speed was lower than the yellow tee. So the average ball speed was 184.6. Again, we had a miss hit in there, but we kept it in. Launch was up. So launch was at 8.9, which is closer to where you want to be. Spin, 2,900, way too high, as you guys probably know anyway. Total carry, 295. Total distance, 322. So again, it looked better at address, but I still didn't feel confident hitting off that tee. And then we'll go to the highest tee of the lot, which was the orange tee. So average ball speed 194, which is up. Launch angle 7.9, which is actually down from the launch angle, which is 7.9, which is actually down from the orange tee. But I did strike it better. Felt like I was getting up on the ball, so I launched it a little bit lower, but my spin was a lot better, which my spin was 2,400, which resulted into an average carry of 331 and an average total distance of 359. So, as you've just seen from the numbers, yellow tee, no good. Pink tee, okay, but still, no good for me. This is the tee that works best for me. As you can see from the numbers, we carried it further, we controlled the spin better, and it went further in total. So for me, having a bigger tee made me hit it further. I was a lot more consistent. I found the middle easier because it just felt a lot more confident impact for myself. So guys, the winner out of the 3 tees for myself is the orange tee. So the saying's true, tee it high and let it fly. And that's probably a little bit too low for what I'd prefer to use obviously because I use a lot bigger tee with long drive as well, it'd probably be an extra inch on top of that as well. So this still feels a little bit low for myself, but it probably feels a lot higher for you guys. So again, the idea of having a higher tee with the driver, guys, is we want to promote hitting up on the ball. We don't want to be hitting down with the driver. That's what you do when you compress an iron. We want to be doing the total opposite with the driver. We want to be hitting up on it, launching it as high as we can with as little spin as possible. So when it hits the floor running, it's going to keep going as well. So that's the end of this video. The winner for me, as I just told you, was this tee. So there we go. So guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe and comment down below, and also hit that notification bell as well, so every time I do post you'll be notified straight away so you can watch it. And still, I think it's gone down a little bit more, so it's switched now. I've got 45% of you guys that are watching that are not subscribed to the channel, so please hit that subscribe button. Help me out to help you out, and we've got some couple of good tips coming soon. As you guys know, Long Drive Comp coming up as well, which we are exactly 6 days away from competing, 5 days away from traveling to Germany to compete. So we're up in the speed, the swing's feeling good, and hopefully we're going to take the W. So guys, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.